Hello and welcome back to the Limited Queue. We've just started another BFZ draft and we cracked a foil Noyan. So pretty sure we're taking that. The only thing I don't like about Noyan is that it makes us go blue-white. So I'd actually like one of those two to be a splash because I'm not a big fan of blue-white at all. I actually just had a big long discussion about how blue-white flyers is like really just a subpar archetype in this format. We're passing a Smoldering Marsh, we're passing a Clutch. We're definitely going to pick up that foil Noyan just because I think that this is the winning card. Passing to us is Fedwiz, Fuzzy Monkey, Jacked, Rick Ward, Itzen Bay, Rufus D, and Tente. I think we've played with Fuzzy Monkey before. Doesn't mean too much, but yeah. Hi, if you're a fan. We pick up a Skyrider Elf second pick, I think. Other option could be Incubator Drone, which keeps us on color, but I like nailing down Skyrider Elves early. I think that this card is just totally underrated. Incubator Drone would allow us to start cutting blue, but I don't mind going Bant Converge very early, as that's one of my favorite archetypes to go. Even Bant Splash White, I don't know, or yeah, Bant, whatever. I'm tired. Sorry, guys. Pick up a Roil's Retribution here. I think this card is incredibly undervalued. I think it should see... I think it's first or second pick worthy. I don't know why I often see it so late. Could pick up Mercstrider, start cutting blue, which is considered to be the best color in the format at this point. I don't like that I just passed the Incubator Drone and now I'm passing Mercstrider. But we haven't seen a single Mist Intruder. So let's go with the Roil's Retribution here. We're going to take the second Noyan, and this is huge. This is actually really huge. Let's pick up a Rush of Ice because it's on color and it activates Noyan, I think. Nothing else really here that we want to grab. Yeah, Rush of Ice is kind of iffy. But at this point, we're basically going to force Noyan deck. Fifth pick. Probably looking at a Courier Griffin here. It's a good way to lock down blue-white flyers. I don't mind taking the Smite. I don't mind taking the Tandem. But Courier Griffin, I think, is just the most playable card out of these. Continuing our blue-white flyer deck, I guess. Ugh, I'm just talking about how I didn't want to make this, huh? I think we take Ghostly Sentinel. These are late black cards, like Culling Drone, Dominator Drone. It's a little bit weird to see these going so late. Actually, I'm really tempted to pick up a Culling Drone here. Let's cut Sentinel and let's see what happens to the next pick. Quick snap up here on the Ondu Rising. This is for sure the pick. Felidar Cub is interesting to see. Bone Splinters is probably the... Ondu Rising is the best card here, but just pointing out that Bone Splinters is probably second best, so black might be a little bit open. Wow. Another Culling Drone going really late. We're going to take the Makindi Patrol, because we really need that in our curve. Nothing really exciting here. We're going to pick up a Natural Connection. I think we might be leaning towards Esper because we're seeing that black is open here. We're getting cut on blue. Not having the best go of it in this draft. Not really seeing clear signals as to what to do. Black Eldrazi is open, and white not life gain is open. We're going to pick up the Royal Mage's Trick over the Greathorn here. That might have been a mistake. In general, you want to take the creatures first, but I really like Royal Mage's Trick, and we're running 2 Noyan. It's a late retreat. But Wavewing Elemental does fit into our blue-white flyers deck that we're kind of weirdly making. Could really use some of the Shadow Gliders. I don't know what's going on. Well, we opened 13 tickets, so we make our money back on the draft. No way we're passing that. We get past a Hero of Goma Fada, which I think is going in the deck. It's going to be a tough build for us, though, because I mean, blue-white allies is not necessarily a strong archetype. But this definitely just fits with what we're doing. Could take Cloud Mana, but we're not taking that over the hero. Gideon's Reproach, I think, is a bit of removal that we need. Could also pick up the Incubator Drone, but I think the Reproach fits better into the deck. It's a late Brood Butcher. I don't think we go for it, though. I think we take the Anticipate. Green is definitely open in this direction. Not that that's surprising. Green is usually open in just about every direction. Could take the Kor Castigator, could take the Spell Shrivel. We're going to pick up the Castigator here. Wow. That is a very late Tajuru Warcaller. So late, in fact, that I think we need to cut it. Or we could take Kor Entanglers, but our 5-drops are just so heavy right now. Screw it. We're going to take the Entanglers and hate the fact that we're passing this Tajuru Warcaller so late. Pick up a Lithomancer's Focus. Interesting choices here. Retreat and Rot Chandler are both oddly late here, but we're going to take the Fortified Rampart. So I can basically determine that Red Wiz is definitely in green, possibly in black, but maybe not. If he's not in green, then if he's not in green black, then he's in green white. We're going to pick up the Rampart. We're going to pick up a Beastmaster here. It's possible that we might move into green in pack 3. Or blue could definitely be... Let me pick up an Exert Influence, huh? I think we take the Exert here. Another 5-drop. But it works with our deck a lot. And I think we're going to wheel the Fortified Rampart. Don't really know if I'm white-green or white-green splash blue or white-blue splash green. Desolation Twin, Clutch, Sky Spawner. Tempted to just pass on Clutch and Sky Spawner and just take the Evolving Wilds. Let's take the Clutch. It has synergy with our Noyan Dars. Next pick, Tidecaller, would just be amazing. But if we get cut hard on blue continuously, then we might have some issues here. I'd like to pick up. My preference is to pick up more blue. Pick up a Spell Shrivel. Seems like both Snapping Gnarlid and Oran Reef are available for us. Let's pick up Spell Shrivel. We don't have a lot. We don't have any Ingest. Rune Processor, I think, is the pick here for us. I mean, maybe Retreat. Nah. Retreat to Emeria. Hello. And a Nissa's Renewal. I don't know what's going on, but yes, I'll just take this. It is a tough call here. I Because green is going to be our splash, probably I'm going to take the retreat. But yeah, I think it's just a clear retreat either way. Sheer drop, for sure. Really kind of filling out the deck here. Pilgrim's Eye is going to be helpful. Let's start sluicing through our green a little bit. Maybe we're not going to be... one Skyrider Elf doesn't force us into green, right? So we did end up with what looks to be blue-white allies. And with the retreat to Emeria, I think I'm going to take the Inspired Charge here. Over Ulamog's Reclaimer. Fortified Rampart did wheel as we predicted, but we'll be passing a Corlahelm Guide, which could be a win condition for us. This is a tough call. Corlahelm Guide is also an ally, but that really only triggers Hero, Entanglers, Patrols. I mean, there's no massive gain out of ally triggers. This is a tough call. I think we're better served taking the Rampart. Maybe we should have taken the Corlahelm Guide, huh? 3 Ramparts is a little bit ridiculous. I have not been a big Wavewing Elemental fan. I will openly say that. This will be my first time playing it, if we do end up with it in the deck. Cutting the Spell Shrivel, which is our only exile effect, and we're cutting the Anticipate. So very quickly just turning into mono white splash blue. We kind of need to hit 5, so I do want to run 18 lands. I just don't know what the last card to cut here is. Might be Ghostly Sentinel. Might be Wavewing Elemental. Let's cut Ghostly. It just feels weird to say that. I don't want to cut any more of our non-land cards, because I do want as many Noyan triggers as possible. Maybe Pilgrim's Eye. But he does help. He helps us get to 5. Well, let's try 17 plus Pilgrim's Eye. 10-7 seems legit. Submit.